All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. I'm Chris Heline, Vice President of Communications for Joe Gibbs Racing. We want to welcome everyone to Toyota Tuesday on the Media Tour Stop. We appreciate all of you and the work you guys do for us all year long, bringing information to the fans. I want to also thank Charlotte Motor Speedway and NASCAR for putting today together. It's a lot of work and it's greatly appreciated. Want to recognize a few key folks with us today, but not up here on stage. Jimmy Makar from Joe Gibbs Racing, Jimmy Makar, Steve D'Souza, Chief Marketing Officer Dave Alpern, and from Toyota we have President of TRD David Wilson, along with Tyler Gibbs, Andy Graves, Keith Dahl, Paul Doleshell, and of course Asaga. We're excited for the new season. Many of you already know that this is our 25th anniversary. So we're excited about that. We have a lot planned throughout the course of this season. Not quite ready to roll that out yet today, but we'll be letting you guys know about some of the fun things we'll be doing through the course of our 25th anniversary, some of the fun events and social media campaigns that we plan for the new year. So we're looking forward to that and certainly getting back on the track and hopefully building upon what was a very special 2015 season for us that culminated in championships for Eric Jones and Kyle Busch. So let's get started today with the 2015 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion, Eric Jones. Eric, it was an eventful 2015 for you. We sat here a year ago and you knew you would be competing for the Truck Series championship. Probably didn't quite know just how full your Xfinity schedule would get and that you'd be making your Cup debut not for one team, but ultimately for three different teams. So share a little bit about how excited you are now for 2016 and running the Xfinity Series full-time for us.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a busy year, definitely an exciting year the past year, but it'll be nice, just being full-time with the same group of guys every week and going out and running for the Xfinity Championship. So it's a really strong group over there at the Xfinity shop, and we've got a lot of new stuff, honestly, that was coming around at the end of last year that should hopefully be pretty strong for this coming season, which is just ready to get to Daytona. I've been kind of itching to get back since Christmas rolled around.
Appreciate it. Daniel, the 2015 Xfinity Series Rookie of the Year, another big part of our success in 2015. How excited are you to come back in the series for your second year and to be working with new crew chief Scott Graves?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I really feel like last year, 2015, it was a really good year for all the stuff that we learned from all my teammates, my team. A lot of new things, new racetracks. So definitely the expectations and everything is a little bit different for this 2016, and I'm excited. We came from a long vacations in Mexico, a really good time with family, but I was ready to come back, and right now we are more than ready to get in Daytona and start everything here.
Great. And Carl, a year ago, everything was new for you, joining us and getting started, but now you had a year under your belt, you got a couple wins, and just talk a little bit about your expectations for 2016.
I'm very excited about the season. This last year I learned a lot about the organization, and it's just cool to be sitting with this group up here. With Dave Rogers coming on board, I'm excited about that relationship. We actually just got done with our snowmobile trip that he put together, and I learned a lot about him. He has no fear, and but we all made it out of that, and just excited to go to Daytona and get to some racing, like Eric said.
That's great. Matt, crazy ending to your Packers season, but we won't discuss that much because I know you're going to counter with how the Packers took out the Redskins anyways, so we're just going to try to leave that alone. But share with us your expectations for the new year, getting back at it.
Well, a couple things I was thinking about. First of all, Coach took, I think, 18 people up to the Redskins game, and Packers game it turned out to be, and I wasn't one of them. I didn't get an invite, so I'm not real happy about that. And then
You weren't going to be.
I only wanted your plane.
yeah,
I used his plane.
Yeah.
I didn't invite him.
Yeah.
Why would he get upset about that?
and he didn't leave a seat for me.
You weren't going to be in burgundy and gold. We're pretty sure of that. So.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bill him until that. And then then I find out Carl goes snowmobiling and didn't invite me. So other than that, everything's going great, Chris.
Well, what do you think about getting in the car?
Oh yeah, racing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Obviously, last year was an incredible season for Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, adding a fourth team is no small feat. And with everybody's support from TRD and Toyota and all the great personnel we have at JGR, it went really smoothly getting Carl in there. All four teams won multiple races, which I don't think anybody else can say that in the sport. And, of course, Kyle came home with the championship. So it was a great year. I was proud to be part of that. And I'm looking forward to 2016.
Thank you. Denny, another strong year for you. Now in 2016, you'll be paired with a familiar face with Mike Wheeler coming back to the number 11 team as crew chief. Talk a little bit about your relationship with Mike and your expectations.
The expectations are really high. Obviously, Mike is a guy I've worked with for the really 12 years or so that I've been with Joe Gibbs Racing. In some capacity, I've worked with him every year. We've had some good success last year in the Xfinity Series as well, so really looking forward to it like these guys are. Everyone's really excited about their season, and we are no different. So looking forward to it, really. I mean, we had a tough ending to our chase last year, obviously, after running, what I thought was championship caliber, but it was good that we were, as an organization, able to put the pieces together to get a championship, and Kyle was able to bring it home for us for the first time in 10 years or so. So as an organization, we're very happy with where we're at, and this is a good off season because you're not wondering what it takes to be successful. We know what it takes to be successful, and we're just going to build upon that.
Great, thank you. And Kyle, obviously an extreme way to try to make a bid for the Comeback Athlete of the Year. But obviously your story is one of the most compelling in sports. I think last year, ending with the championship. Share with us briefly kind of what it's been like this offseason, your first as NASCAR Sprint Cup champion.
Yeah, thanks. It's been fantastic. Certainly coming home from the banquet and then just getting to lay low a little bit and kind of soak it all in and take it all in was a lot of fun, and for myself and for my wife and our family. And then, going in for surgery, being able to get through everything with that, getting all the hardware out, and being able to go through some of the rehab stuff over again. It's not ever fun, but I've gotten used to it enough now and have good friends in that form that they help me through it a lot. So, looking forward to the new chapter ahead, which is 2016, and being able to try to go out and repeat as Sprint Cup Series champions, but more importantly, the relationship that I have with Adam Stevens and what we were able to accomplish last season in our first year together obviously showed a lot of optimism for our relationship, for one, but for two, things going forward. So looking forward to that again this year, and being able to start the Daytona 500 this time around and not have to watch on the sidelines, but also to be able to compete full-time as a Sprint Cup Series driver again is going to be nice too.
Yeah, great. I know we're all looking forward to it. And Coach, here we are, another year, new year to begin, a new competition year for us. 2015 was certainly unique and exciting for us all. You've always said that you win with people. As you look back on 25 years and look ahead to 2016, do you reflect on all the people that throughout the years have contributed to Joe Gibbs Racing and our success?
Well, for me, as I was thinking back 25 years in a sport and where we were 25 years ago, and I reflect on a couple of things. For J.D., Coy, and myself, three guys in the racing deal, family-wise, it's as I reflect back on that, it's the partnerships, too. It's the people, and it's the partnerships. And when you think about it, for us to be in a sport, NASCAR, and to have everybody work so hard, the France family and everybody inside of NASCAR, to build what we have, for us to have a chance to come into this and enjoy it, and the thrill of competing, getting a chance to go against the greatest people in the world as far as racing cars. Our fan base, which is just exceptional and totally, committed to our sport. I was just at the race shop today. We got fans coming in and out. probably about 200 or 300 a day. So our fans they get us all excited. And then I think about the partnerships, and certainly Toyota is a big part of that. And our team, the management guys sitting up here, you've mentioned most of them here today, but truly a partnership with them, I feel like, at our race shop. And then, of course, our sport is very, very different in that it really is a partnership with the drivers. And so these guys right here, it's all of us kind of getting ready for a new year. I know these guys right here, how competitive they are. We try and do the best we can to give them every single thing that it takes, and then it's fun for me because I get to go each weekend knowing what a burning desire these guys have. Getting to know Eric and Daniel and our Cup guys here. These guys are special for me. I enjoy that part of it, and it's a thrill every Sunday to get a chance to go to the racetrack, be a part of this, and it really is a partnership. They've helped build this and build our race team, and that's the way I look at it. Matter of fact, a couple of times in negotiating with them, I said, my goal is just to 1 year make as much money as you do. I got 500 people to pay, and that's a joke. You're supposed to laugh,
50.
okay? Yeah.
I have 50.
That's your fault. That's your fault. You're crazy enough to get a race team, right, Denny? Matt?
I'm not that dumb.
Carl? Yeah, there you go. So anyway,
Daniel
I
taking
think
it
about the partnerships and just really thrilled to be a part of this. It's fun. It's fun for us, and I enjoy the competitive part of it, and it's a big deal for us.
Yeah, thank you, and we thank everybody again. I know everybody's anxious to kind of get to the breakout session so you guys can ask your own questions, and so we're going to do that in just a short minute. Before we head out and before I bring Scott Cooper back up here for a couple announcements, it's kind of become a little bit of a tradition for us to do something a little bit different every year, so we'll continue that this year with a little bit of the fun we had in the off season with a short video here of a popular song, dance craze kind of thing from last year. And then we'll leave you with a photo of what most of us look like roughly 25 years ago. There's a few that don't quite date back that far at the end there, so we got as close as we could. And we'll leave you with that photo up there when Scott's talking. So thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the video. We'll see you outside there in the breakouts.
Wait, that's not funny. I agree with Kyle. That's not funny.
Now I mean bop, 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 bop. Now I mean whip, hey, now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
No, we don't nay.
Now I mean yours, now I mean Superman. Okay. Now I mean yours, now I mean Superman. Okay. Now I mean yours.
It's taking you guys back a little ways, isn't it, Coach?
I don't know about them, but I look good.
I think a couple of your guys had that white man's overbite going with some of that dancing, didn't they? It was pretty good. Coach, it was just last year you sat on this very stage for the media tour and you talked about not having much success at Charlotte. And you certainly changed that last year with Denny and Carl both getting into victory lane in May. So congratulations, Kyle, the whole team on all the success last year. And thank you so much for joining us today, helping us kick off the season. At this time, I'd like to invite you guys to go ahead and make your way out to the breakouts. Chris will lead you where you need to go. Let me have all my media people stay in place, and we'll give you a couple of instructions and let these gentlemen get where they need to be. Thank you so much, Coach, and the whole team. Yep.